Hi everyone, I'm Danielle. Welcome to my garden, and today I am planting tomatoes. So I just spent about the last hour getting these beds officially filled. I have one bed left to fill, it's the one that the peppers are going in, but other than that, all of my tomato beds are ready to go. So I have brought over all of my tomato seedlings. I potted them up about there's a couple trays. I potted them up about 2, 3 weeks ago, and they've been living outside ever since. We have not had a frost in weeks. We have a low temperature next week of 45 degrees, so I may bring my peppers in for that. Um, but otherwise, the tomatoes are good to go. And I actually had some that I didn't have room to pot up, and they've been outside on like 38-degree nights. And I just said, if they want to live, they'll live. And sure enough, they are alive. So I also have those. Um, so what I want to do is I need to figure out where everything is going. I have my iPad out here, and that has my plan for what everything is going to do or where everything is going to go, and we will see how that goes. Because some of the seedlings, the varieties I wanted, necessarily, I don't know if they did as well as other varieties. So I have a lot of some and not a lot of the other. Anyways, I'm going to figure out from the seedlings that I have where everything is going to go. And then I also think I'm going to go ahead and put out marigolds and just get that all taken care of now. And what's funny is in the tomato bed that y'all are actually like near, that you can't see, I used soil that had grown potatoes before, and I have 3 potato sprouts coming out of that, which is kind of funny. But let me get my plan together. Let me place these tomatoes, and let's just see how it goes. So what I'm going to have to do is read all these different labels and figure out what I have and go from there. And then this propped up back here is the cold frame that was on my onions, and I don't know if I'm going to deconstruct it or not. We'll have to see what I do with that. But so I was going to put paste tomatoes in this bed mostly, which was Roma's and San Marzano. So I need to go through and find my Roma and my San Marzano. So in this bed here, I was going to put my Cherokee Purple and my Heinz and my Amish Paste. But the thing is that those seedlings did not necessarily do well. So this is one of my Sun Golds. I think I'm going to put 2 of those in. And then I need Cherokee Purple and Heinz. The last bed has one of each, or no, let's see. It has a steak, a German pink. I think I just tried to do one of everything. So, okay. So I wanted to do Giant Crimson for sure. That was one of, in my gardeners, the one that he brought back. Giant Crimson, Yellow Stuffer. Ooh, Black from Tula. This one looks good. Sun Gold. Another Black from Tula. Those seedlings turned out really nice. So I need to decide where everything is going to go and if it's going to all fit. So yellow stuffer, I'm just going to do one of those. I'll put that back here. I think I'm going to do 2 giant crimson. I thought. Yes. 2 giant crimson. We'll put those next to each other as well. And then I'm going to pull up this potato. Don't need that. Okay, I'm going to do Brandywine black and black from Tula and black from Tula next to each other. Quasterly. And interestingly, the German pink seeds, the leaves on the German pink are noticeably larger than normal tomato seeds or tomato leaves. Okay, that's spread out. Now my 2 sun golds, I'm going to do right next to each other. I might do one on the inside, one on the outside. Then was I going to do Cherokee Purple on the inside and then Heinz on the outside. And I think I was thinking that because Cherokee Purple are indeterminate, and so when they grow up, they could grow through the trellis. Okay. And then that's a Heinz and an Amish and an Amish and a Brandywine black to finish off. And then the last bed had San Marzano on the inside, Roma VF on the outside. San Marzano and San Marzano. I grew these 2 years ago and they did awesome. Awesome. And then I think these are 3 Romas on the inside. Roma. I also do grow my cucumber up this trellis as well. And then I need to spread out my marigolds. 1. And some of these already have buds on them, which is nice. Okay, so I have 9 indeterminate tomatoes with flowers around the edge. These are Giant Crimson, Black from Tula, Brandywine Black, the Yellow Stuffer, those larger tomatoes. I have my celery, my marigolds, my cosmos, my salvia. Got 2 Sun Gold tomatoes, Amish paste, Heinz, and I think these are the Cherokee Purple, and a Brandywine Black here. And then this is the last bed, or perhaps the first bed if you're coming from the entrance. I've got my marigolds, my salvia, my celery, my cosmos. These are Roma, and those are San Marzano. So thank you so much for watching. I am so excited to have this done, and I hope I have a better tomato year this year than I did last year. I think it'll go well, and like I said in some of my planning videos, my goal is to do food storage. Like, that's generally my favorite thing. So that's why I have so many paste tomatoes. In previous years, I've just done like one bed of indeterminate tomatoes and then a couple determinate tomatoes. So I'm like more than doubling what I normally do. And then I also have some tomatillos. I think I'm going to grow those in containers right next to each other. So I did not plant those out today. And then all my leftover tomatoes will either be given away or I have a backup possible plan for them. So that's where that's going. And my peppers, I potted those up and I have like 60 pepper plants, which is crazy, but I almost enjoy growing peppers more than I enjoy growing tomatoes. So that will be fun to get done. That peppers will go in the fourth bed down there between the tomato and the onion bed. They're in that bed, and I also grow them in my front yard. They don't get the short ones, like the tall ones, like Anaheim gets kind of tall. That'll be over here, I think. But then, like the shorter varieties, those all go in the front, like the lunchbox peppers. And I am really impressed with my pepper plants. They are super sturdy, super healthy, putting on flowers and having to make sure that they don't fruit in the containers, things like that. And I'm just super impressed. So that will be upcoming. I think I'm just going to wait for later this week, the 45-degree night, for that to be done. And then I'll put tomatoes out. And also I'm going to start ahead of time my cucumbers because it's time to put them out, but I need to start them ahead in little pots. That way they do not get eaten. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.